Hello, Believers, bros and sis! Your beloved host, Mrs. Believer, is back yet again with another massive FC mobile guide video, and today we are finally doing the complete analysis and review of the World's Game event. Now, Believers, the event has been live for some time, and after exploring every chapter, checking the rewards, reviewing the draft players, looking at extra time, division rivals, challenge mode, and even the UCL Best 11 content, I think we finally have enough information to answer one important question. Is this event actually worth grinding? Or is it just another event where EA gives us lots of menus but very little value? So Believers, today I'll be breaking down everything chapter by chapter, giving my honest F2P opinion and helping you avoid wasting your valuable resources. Before moving forward, make sure to like and subscribe to your lovely host Mrs. Believer, and stay tuned for more FC mobile guides, reviews, and leaks. Let's begin. First of all, Believers, let's talk about all event chapters and whether they are actually worth your time. Starting with Nation's Call. Honestly, bros, this chapter is pretty straightforward. You choose your region, complete weekly quests, and slowly progress through the title path. The rewards themselves are not game-changing during week 1, but the real value comes from the long-term progression. By completing future weeks, Believers can secure 4,000 gems, 500 rank-up points, and even 3 draft vouchers from the title path alone. For a free chapter, that's honestly pretty solid. Next comes Daily Training. This is basically your daily grind section. You can choose casual, competitive, or hardcore difficulty, depending on your preference, and earn World's Game tokens every day. The football milestones are actually quite underrated because eventually they give gems, rank-up points, and even a draft voucher. So, Believers, do not skip daily training because over the entire event, it adds up massively. Now moving to live OVR. This chapter is honestly one of the most interesting concepts EA has introduced recently. You can exchange tokens for players that may receive OVR upgrades based on performances and EA selections. The concept is amazing. The problem is that most players currently available are not exactly game-breaking. So unless you're specifically investing in upgrades, don't expect immediate returns. Also, let me tell you that there will be new players every week, even the icons. As you can see, they have a time limit of exchange, and they won't be available to exchange after 1 week. So be alert on our channel for information regarding the live updates. Now, Believers, the World Tour chapter is where things get very exciting. This is basically Hall of Legends, but with a World Cup theme. You roll dice, collect rewards, and progress through milestones. And honestly, bros, the milestone rewards are surprisingly generous. 3,500 gems, 500 rank-up points, draft vouchers, and even a 121 red-ranked McKennie. For a free event chapter, that's honestly a huge W. Chronicles is also pretty decent. In Note 1, the France chapter allows players to obtain 115 Zidane, 115 Thuram, or 115 Suker. By completing 9 matches, you can get any of them free. Also, by playing 9 matches, you'll get several gems, route rewards. Plus, Nightmare Mode rewards a free 116 OVR player. Not bad at all for casual grinders. More notes will come soon. And finally, the quest section. This chapter alone gives multiple draft vouchers, gems, and rank-up points. By completing all quests like select home team and event, or sign 1 player from signing through shards, and as you can see, all quests, you'll be able to claim 1,800 gems, 3 draft vouchers, and 400 rank-up points. So, Believers, make sure you're completing these objectives because many players ignore them and miss free rewards. Also, bros, we can see a new badge of this event, Signature Series 1. Here are buffs, as you can see. It's another AP2W stuff in my opinion. Now let's talk about draft players because this is where many Believers might accidentally waste resources. And honestly, bros, I'm going to be very direct here. Do not rush to spend your draft vouchers during week 1. The World's Game draft pool is honestly pretty underwhelming. For the 120 and 119 players, only 3 cards really stand out: Rivaldo, Rafa Márquez, and Rayan Cherki. That's it. The reason is simple. All 3 have level 2 playstyles, which instantly makes them more valuable than the rest of the pool. Rivaldo looks absolutely amazing, Márquez looks like a very solid defensive midfielder, and Cherki could become a good attacking option. But Believers, once we move into the 118 OVR cards, the value drops dramatically. Drom Neves is okay, Kusanov is okay, but neither card is worth spending premium resources on. Honestly, bros, most of the 118 and below players are simply not exciting enough. Now, let's talk about shards cost. Rivaldo costs a massive 54,120 shards. Cherki costs 25,415 shards. And Márquez costs 18,055 shards. That's a lot of resources. So, unless you're absolutely desperate for one of these players, I would personally recommend saving draft vouchers for future weeks because there's a very good chance better players arrive later. For example, Van Persie, Carlos Puyol, etc. Now, Believers, another interesting addition is extra time. EA has actually updated this section. We now have weekly picks containing World's Game rewards. The first pick costs 15,000 extra time TWG tokens and can reward either a 113 to 118 mixed player or a guaranteed 119 Worlds game player. This refreshes weekly. Then we have another pick costing 3,200 tokens, which contains 110 to 115 mixed players and 116 to 117 Worlds game players. And finally, we have the free daily pick where you can obtain extra time tokens or low-rated players. But that's not all. There are also additional exchange offers inside extra time, allowing players to spend tokens on specific rewards. Honestly, believers, this section is much better than before. Now, another thing I noticed is trivia time. You guys already know how trivia works. Answer questions, earn rewards. But currently every reward tier seems to be giving 550 extra time tokens. Now let's talk about the new League exchange player. We have a brand new 117 OVR Wesley Sneijder, CAM position. Good dribbling, good passing, decent shooting. And honestly, bros, if you're a newer player or someone lacking a quality cam, this is actually not a bad pickup at all. He's not meta-breaking, but for a free exchange player, he's surprisingly decent. Now moving on to the new Division Rivals season. Honestly, believers, there isn't anything revolutionary here. The rewards remain very similar to previous seasons. Gems, rank up points, training transfer tokens, banners, profile pictures, the structure is mostly unchanged. So overall, it's a decent reset, but nothing groundbreaking. Next comes challenge mode. Again, believers, not much has changed here. The daily challenge still rewards 500 gems and 50 rank up points. The ultimate challenge still rewards 5,000 gems. Honestly, bros, that's still one of the best sources of gems in the entire game. So keep completing it daily. Let's talk about UCL Best 11, because this is where things become very interesting. The Pool A players are absolutely insane. Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, Vitinha, Nuno Mendes, Rice, Gabriel, Kane. Honestly, bros, this is one of the strongest draft pools we've had recently. The biggest highlights are definitely Dembele and Kvaratskhelia. Dembele comes with rapid playstyle and feels absolutely broken in gameplay. Kvaratskhelia with Trickster is another monster. These cards are genuinely elite. Now the downside, the shard costs are absolutely ridiculous. Dembele costs around 68,425 shards. Kvaratskhelia costs around 59,225 shards. That's extremely expensive. But at the same time, believers, these cards are actually worth chasing because the gameplay quality is genuinely top tier. For players with lower shard budgets, Vitinha and Nuno Mendes are probably the smartest options. They're cheaper while still offering excellent value. But a very bad thing EA did here is that these players are only available from Deluxe Vouchers, which is quite expensive for F2P players. So if you guys want, you can go for Vitinha, as he is a pretty strong and cheap option for 120 overall CM, plus he is also very reliable for months. Now, believers, whether there is anything new inside the UTOTS chapter. And bros, the answer is no. Nothing has changed. If you still want UTOTS players, you can obtain them through exchanges. But don't expect new content inside the chapter itself. Also, the exchanges will just remain for this week. As you can see, they have a time period of 7 days. Now, before we finish, there are 2 small updates I want to mention. First, EA has added a brand new recommended tab. This is actually a very underrated quality of life feature. Previously, we had to navigate through multiple menus to access division rivals, events, versus attack, or friend matches. Now, everything is available directly from one section. Honestly, bros, it's a small change, but a huge convenience. And finally, my overall opinion on the Worlds Game event. And believers, I like it. The event feels rewarding, it feels grindable, and most importantly, it actually gives free-to-play players something meaningful to work towards every day. Are the draft players amazing? Not really, at least not during week 1, but the event itself provides a healthy amount of gems, rank-up points, draft vouchers, and progression. Combined with the World Cup atmosphere and future weeks still to come, I genuinely think this event has a lot of potential. So my recommendation for all believers is simple. Grind every chapter, complete all quests, farm extra time tokens, do your daily training, save your draft vouchers, and wait for stronger players in future weeks. Because honestly, bros, the biggest winners of this event will be the patient players. Anyways, believers, that's all for today's complete Worlds game guide and analysis. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the event and whether you've already spent your draft vouchers or you're saving them for future weeks. If you stayed till now, huge shout out to you, believers. That's all for today. I will meet you with another one. Till then, your lovely host, Mrs. Believer, signs out.